Well, anyway, my name's John. You know, I don't think that hearing a whole bunch of blasting and stuff is good around me. And actually, I went up to Beacon Rock over the 4th of July, and I also put earplugs in my ears prior to it too. But I just don't think that it's a very good thing. You know, being tormented over and over and over again is just not gonna fucking work here, because what it could cause is it could cause a real bad fucking destruction on the earth is what it could cause. It's called, you fuck with me and I'm gonna fucking kill everyone, is what the Holy Father's telling me. You know, if you fuck with me, he's gonna fucking smash the earth. And I don't think God has a problem with it at all, because, well, he knows how I've been done. The Holy Father knows how I've been done. And you know, Satan and Eve was really worried that I'm like this. And you know, that's why they took the liberty of doing the things that they've done. You know, when Eve was at that house up there at 561 Northwest Rhode Island Place back in 1995, when I wouldn't let her back in the house the next night, when she brought a woman there, and I'm sure that woman was going to be performing sex on me if that was the case. But anyway, I wouldn't let Eve back in the house, and she threatened, you know, everyone in that house right in front of me, and she carried out her threats, and she fucking did them well, and she was vicious. And you know, she told me she came there to double cross me. They did this down here too, you know, and their time was up. Eve's time was finally up. You know, she didn't want to tell me what this was about down here, and so it is what it is. You know, it wouldn't be the way it is if it wasn't the way that it was. Like I said, you know, at 1007th Street, there's a burnt spot on the floor. The day that happened, I got in a car wreck that's documented. I mean, it's on my driving records and stuff that I got in an accident on Killingsworth, getting on the freeway the wrong direction, got into a head-on collision, and Satan had everything to do with this, and Susan Donahoe and her fucking witchcraft and her fucking games and what they were playing over there in that 1007th Street house. You know, I had the cops in there, and the sheriffs was also involved there too. The sheriffs have always been involved. The sheriffs is, you know, the top dog in the whole goddamn thing. They're the big fucking dog, you know. And by the way, you know, I have this here phrase, you know, you'll be fed to the dogs like your dog meat. Well, that come up in 2014 too. You know, I was led right down there to that the bar downtown with the 7 on. That's my aunt's bar, and walk right across the street into that doorway going into the paper mill. And you know, right there, what I seen inside there, you know, I was asked, do you want to go in there? No, I didn't want to go in there. I just asked for an application ultimately and left. I just acted like I never seen goddamn nothing. You know, really. I just acted like I didn't see a goddamn thing. And, you know, it's just remarkable everything that goes on there. Right down there. Oh, by the way, right there at that park where I park, up there above the bank, that's 7 and Adam. Adam 7 and Adam. You know, here I am on Adam Street. I find out I'm Adam from Adam and Eve. The bank right there, the numbers on the address adds up to 7. Over there on the bar, my aunt's bar, the numbers add up to 6 there, 7 there, so it's actually 13 between the two of the numbers right there. And on the other corner of the block, it's an old 76 station, which 7 and 6 actually equals 13. You know, And by the way, the reason why I'm on the 76 station and stuff like that, because Roy Piercy in Mossy Rock, Washington had the 76 gas station, which, you know, look at that. And my dad's relationship with that place, he went there because, why? He was following signs. The Rebel Orange 76, you know, it's Rebel Orange too, you know. These are rebels is what it is, and Donald Trump's nothing more than a rebel, you know, and all that stuff, but that doesn't even matter now because it's in the Holy Father's hands. You see, it's in the Holy Father's hands. You know, and I have the residual effects of everything that was happening because, you know, I mean, I went through a lot on Friday the 13th, and I went through a hell of a lot prior to that too. Events happened over and over and over again. 10, 17, 24, 16th, 17th, and 18th, you know, that's supposed to be a name for the Holy Father's Son and the Holy Father's Day, you know. Eat some seafood, you know. You can have a variety of foods even. You could even have a hamburger for all I give a fuck, but not a sacrificial turkey. You know, we're all going to cut off the head and have this turkey. And, you know, these are people I won't even eat dinner with my family. My family knows I won't even eat dinner with them. And by the way, you remember that. You remember that. I want to eat your fucking food. Remember that? That's how much I trusted you. I wouldn't eat your food if I was fucking starving. I'm telling you that. I would never eat food that these people fucking cooked. Because why? They may poison you. They were terrible fucking people. My mother was a terrible fucking person. And she had terrible fucking children. And because my mother is so fucking terrible, such a terrible fucking person, and her fucking children are so fucking terrible, the women are out of the equation. The women are out of the equation. But in hell, the men aren't out of the equation. Eve's down there suffering and paying for your sins. And from what I understand, I said this from day fucking one. The Holy Father wants me to forgive Marietta too. Well, I don't think I can. I honestly don't think I can. And the reason is because her fucking children are they're lying fucking thieves. A liar's a thief and a thief's a fucking liar. You lying son of a bitch and fucking family members of mine. You're no family members of mine any goddamn longer. I goddamn tell you that. Each and every one of you. I want you to have the same faith as Marietta. I want her fucking blotted out and burnt crisp forever. And I couldn't give a fuck about a lot of people after everything that's happened. My family sat there, they'd come look at me and they were plotting and planning against me all these fucking years. For 50 fucking years I've paid. Every one of you are gonna barbecue forever in hell. I goddamn guarantee that. The only way you're getting out of it's the Holy Father helps you. Because I sure in the fuck will not. And that goes for the rest of you too. It's Yahshua inside the cup, it's Yahshua outside the cup. I can't help for how it is. You know, you go fucking blowing off goddamn dynamite and shit around me ever fucking again, I'm gonna fucking have the earth fucking destroyed. The Holy Father's just gonna annihilate it. By the way, I'll never feel pain again. I'll never be in fucking heaven, and I don't even give a fuck. You got it? And by the way, all the women are out of the equation, and you'll be in heaven. And you don't have to worry. You never have to fucking deal with me. And I'll talk to you later.